Okay, I probably should go over this. Out of nowhere, a bunch of rich people are not going to be rich anymore. Once again, out of nowhere, a bunch of rich people aren't going to be rich anymore. Okay, around the world, out of nowhere, a bunch of rich people aren't going to be rich anymore. It's the beginning of the reality of the magnitude of the power of God. So when you put an orange at the statue of Jesus and Jesus is not offended by the offering, there would be oranges that would show up around the world, right? Which is way more than your little orange offering. But Jesus would decide how much to put oranges everywhere, because the offering was something that Jesus was willing to accept as an offering. So then you put a dime. Dimes show up everywhere. Now, just remember, I'm a dead fuck you nothing at the hands of countries and more. So what happens when you put fuck you the negatives next to the throne of a God? You get a lot of bad negatives. And one of the bad negatives is financial. It looks like a big... have you ever seen water where water is like a tornado sucking down? That's what happens when you laugh and watch a dead God rot in poverty and shit. You get a financial system spiritually in your life that like drains you into poverty and shit. And the good thing is you can't say I'm begging for money, because their money is no good with God anymore. So the people that did this, like, their money would never be good with God to be able to save themselves. So you're gonna know the people that were the grossest financially against my death. So you're gonna find out who would do the most financially abusive, gross shit against my suffering death. Why? Because the worst ones had to think it was funny that I was a dead God, and then funny to inflict poverty in what's already died for everybody and shit. Because it's so fucking gross. Total antichrist happy places. So it doesn't matter that we talk about this, because they can't run and give me money now that they're dead. It's just over. They're just screwed. They have to sit in the reap what you sow of whatever they've chosen. So the reap what you sow lasts for a long time, and it's stuck around them like a cage. It's like they're stuck in this spiritual cage, and it dictates everything, reap what you sow style. So there's going to be really wealthy, happy people today, and tomorrow will be so devastating. Now, was there a devastating day starting today? It probably was, but they could pull it off. By tomorrow, those wealthy people won't be able to hide that their life is in a very spiritually scary, sad place, and probably doesn't get better. Because if they're drowning financially, then they probably have punishments in their soul. They probably have a lot to look forward to, and not in a good direction. But those are people that were willing to do things nobody should be willing to do. And that's how it goes.